This video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Kobe Barhanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi.
Against the Flow of Mississippi was written by Anthony Oksenholt and was published by Oksenholt Biloxi Publishing, LLC. A link to the book will be placed in the description below.
Alright, y'all. I don't know why people try me. Especially cops. I'm not anti-cop, I'm anti-bad cop. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't anti-Gulfport cop the way they run shit over there. Well, since I'm not a liar, let's go ahead and admit it. I've had a hard-on for GPD for 25 years. Backstory on what happened. I'm going to make this quick till we're going to get to the dash cam, and then I'm going to tell you what else is going on. March 26th, approximately 1:30 in the morning, I was driving in my Cadillac, which I no longer have because it died on me, down Polk Street in Gulfport, Mississippi. If you're not familiar with Gulfport, Mississippi, Polk Street is not the best area in town. And if we're being honest, I'm gonna stand out. But it doesn't matter. It's a dedicated fucking street, and I had a legitimate reason for being there. I got a call from a friend of mine, same one that I've been doing all these FOIAs for. I was taking her home because she called me up and she needed a ride home. And I'm a safe guy to give somebody a ride home. So I readily obliged her because I do shit for my friends. It's the way it's supposed to be, right? Right? Okay. Now that we got that shit out of the way. So I get pulled over. By the way, this is the same fucking day, the same day that I had an argument over the phone with Joey Tremuta with the city attorney's office in Gulfport. So, hey, guess what? I spent too much time in corrections to believe in coincidences. 1 + 1 = 2, usually. And I'm a firm believer in Occam's razor. If you don't know what Occam's razor is, it's the simplest explanation is usually the truth. Anyway, so I done told him who I am. He knows where I live by sheer virtue of I had to put my address on the FOIA request. My driver's license is there. My car is registered there. It's not that hard for him to go, and I'm not saying he did or didn't. I don't make any accusations that I can't take to court. But I got a strong suspicion. Just how my mind works. That I was targeted by GPD. It just seems real coincidental. Anyway, during the stop, the officer commits a felony. At the end of it, I'm going to come back on here. I'm going to tell you what that felony is. Let's see if you catch it, though. If you catch it, drop me a comment.
215, signal 3. It'll be open Florida, 28 Henry Adam King, 307.
Can I help you?
Yes, sir. Officer Lindsay with Gulfport. You have your driver's license, proof of insurance?
I sure do. I'm gonna reach under get my wallet out. Insurance should be run on the tag.
All right, well, it sometimes doesn't come back to it, so if that's what you're banking on, then.
Well, why'd you pull me over?
We'll get to that. You don't have any copy of your insurance at all?
I'm gonna see if I got one on my phone.
Okay. All right, any firearms in the vehicle?
No.
Okay. All right. You have ID on you, ma'am?
I'm gonna ask you one more time why you pulled me over.
All right, Mr. Allen, I pulled you over because you don't have a tag light. Also, your tag's expired.
My tag is not expired.
Am I mistaken? I'm sorry. Oh, all right, you're right. It is 26. I'm
I
sorry.
know damn well it is because I just renewed it.
Okay, well, your tag light is still out, so.
Okay, I'll take the ticket for the tag light.
Okay.
Then I'll fix it and I'll go on down to municipal court.
All righty.
By the way, you know what I think this is?
What's that?
I think y'all was waiting on me.
Okay.
Because I got 2 FOIA requests in with y'all right now.
Okay.
And it's regarding her.
Regarding
And you've
her.
seen a white boy in a Cadillac in this neighborhood. That's what I think.
I'm behind you. How do you think I saw a white guy in a Cadillac in this neighborhood?
Who else gonna come through here with a car with all them stickers like that on it? Come on, man.
Okay, so you think I saw stickers on your car and I was like, that's got to be a white guy in
Yes,
this
I
neighborhood. Okay. We'll see how that holds up. You hang tight, man.
I'm not coming no wild. Little complex thing down First Drive again.
Dispatch has been updated.
Good. Go get a load of that guy. He's a nice individual.
He's a nice individual.
Yeah.
Is he?
Go have a conversation with him.
Here's your insurance.
That's your insurance card?
Yep.
You zoom in for it?
Go right ahead.
Let's see. Okay, let's see. What's your name?
My name is Anthony Allen.
Okay.
It's perfectly legal under Mississippi law.
Okay. Can you mind if I touch your phone?
Go
I'm
ahead.
just gonna zoom in on the VIN number, make sure it's this for this
Go
vehicle.
right ahead.
3943.
You're looking for me to get that paper out of there. I ain't been able to get that out of there for a while.
That's okay. You mind if I look at the door? Just make sure it's the same vehicle?
Ripped off, bub.
You got a sticker ripped off on it?
You're welcome to look. I authorize you to look at that but not enter my vehicle.
Okay.
But I do have my registration if I can go in here and get it.
That's fine. I'll go see if the tags ran. What's the last four of the VIN? You go back to it real quick.
Last
39
again is 92
9243. You getting up for no insurance?
No, he's got insurance. He's got insurance.
Huh? Yeah, he should have too. Ham radio saves lives. You got a ham radio in here? You got the ham radio saves lives sticker?
I am a ham radio operator, but I do not have one in this vehicle.
Okay, I was just curious.
Interested in getting licensed or something?
Nope. No, I was just curious. You had the sticker and a big antenna on the back.
Well, I'm an extra class ham radio operator. So we're waiting on K9.
That's this officer stop, man. I'm just standing by while he's doing what he's doing.
10-4.
Just hanging out, man. Come talk to you, see what you've done.
Well, what I'm
What you're
doing is
seeing.
I'm taking her home. She's a little bit nervous because the last time y'all pulled her over on this road, y'all decided to use excessive force. I'm former law enforcement, by the way, so don't try anything with me.
Okay.
I'm former corrections. So, saw the videos. That's why she's a little nervous.
Okay. Who is it?
I'm a little aggravated.
It wasn't me. I don't have no idea who that is.
He's got her ID. So,
No, she stayed at them South Carolina apartments?
she don't live in no apartment. She owns a house down here.
Okay.
So that's why I'm a little aggravated of getting pulled over.
Okay.
Obviously, yeah.
All right, then.
But that's what's going on with that. He wants to write me a ticket for the tag light that he pulled me over for. I'll fix it, take it to municipal court, show him it's done. I ain't got no problem doing it.
Okay. That's fair enough. That's what I assume he's doing back there.
I'm perfectly fine with it.
Okay.
But beyond that, ain't no searches tonight.
Okay. Did he already ask you consent to search the vehicle?
Nope, I'm just making it clear that I do not give it.
Okay. And that's your Fourth Amendment right to do so.
Absolutely.
I messed up the first ticket. How's that going up there?
I'd call for Hannah and see if you can get her in time.
Oh, no.
43.
What are y'all talking about up there?
I asked him, he was like, ham radio saves lives. I was like, you got a ham radio in here? He goes, no, why? You want to get licensed? No, not really. I guess you gotta have a license to operate a ham radio. I don't really know what a ham radio is, to be honest with you. And then he said last time we stopped her, we used excessive force. That's why she's nervous, and that's why he's aggravated.
I don't even know who he is. He also told me I pulled him over because he's a white guy driving through this neighborhood.
Oh, he also told me his prior law enforcement and prior correctional, so he knows the game. And he does not consent to any searches. And I said, well, has he asked you consent? He said, no, but I'm making it clear I don't consent to any searches. So, well, no one's asked you to search the car yet, man. So, what's he doing? Make her write me a ticket for the tag light? And I said, maybe, dude.
He told me he's going to get it.
I'm not going to talk to you. He goes, that's fine. I'll take it to municipal court. So, yeah, you can do that.
He's going to get a Freedom of Information Act on this. For one ticket. There's never four. There's never four.
He can watch it all day long. That's fine. I don't know who that is in the passenger seat. I don't know what he's talking about.
I've never seen it before.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
I've never even heard of it.
Nope. Dude, I do not want to do this driving thing tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
I'm hoping it's one of those things we show up and we leave at like 3 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock.
You think?
Because there's only like 10 of us.
Yeah, we have a small group.
Yeah. I'm supposed to take my truck to go get tinted tomorrow too.
Oh my gosh. Way too long. All right, Mr. Allen. Here's your driver's license back. Here's your driver's license and your ticket for driving without a tag light. You are free to go.
Reach down and get her driver's license for her.
Well, you're free to go. You can do whatever you want now.
You can do whatever you want now.
Can't believe you do that.
Alright, y'all. So, I realized that I was just a little bit harsh. So I'm redoing this. Anyway, let's talk about the felony. The felony that y'all saw in the videos was an officer writing me 2 tickets for 1 charge. That's falsifying an affidavit by Mississippi law. Now, today is June 3rd. I have court on the 6th. I find irony in the fact that my court date is D-Day, the anniversary of D-Day. So, it's D-Day. Now, I am going to say that this officer should be charged with a felony. This is how I'm thinking court could go one of the ways. One of the ways, I could go to court and it won't show up. The officers won't show up. At which case, they're going to try to dismiss it, and I'm going to say no. I'm also going to ask for the officers to be held in contempt of court for not showing up to court. Just like anybody else. It's only fair. Way 2, they show up. He testifies. I hammer him on the issues, and the judge does nothing. If that happens, I will do whatever legal means I have at my disposal to deal with that judge. Option 3, it goes my way. We'll see what happens. I will let y'all know. I will keep you posted. Y'all have a good day.
Alright, for those of y'all who have been bitching about my audio, this should be better for you. Of course, you know, I'm using a laptop microphone, and when I'm doing my stuff in the truck, the idling, it picks it up, truck idling. Since my APU doesn't work, if you know what an APU is, if you don't, well, I'm not going to get into that. Google it, YouTube it. Anyway, so I want to talk about a few things. First off, I'm doing this at about midnight the day of court. I have court at 8 o'clock. The reason I'm doing this at midnight is I just woke up. Yesterday I had a whole bunch of stuff to take care of when I got home. And one of the things I took care of was I started putting into motions a felony complaint against the officer, setting up to where I can go sign formal charges on him. I went to Justice Court, and Herman Cox, county prosecutor, who I will tell you right now I have absolutely zero confidence in him doing the right thing. Maybe this would be Herman. And Herman, if you see this, maybe this is your chance to prove me wrong. But yeah, I have, at the moment, I can say that I have zero faith in the county prosecutor to do his job. I also went and spoke to Internal Affairs, and I audio recorded, used my phone for it, but, you know, y'all know me. If I'm going to record you, hey, Mississippi's a one-party state. I ain't got to tell you I'm recording you. But I will say that I was actually impressed with the sergeant I spoke to with IA. He come out prim and pressed, very professional. Probably, I would say he would be the most professional officer that I have ever seen out of all the encounters I've dealt with GPD. I got to give him that. What was his name? Sergeant Tolbert. Derek Tolbert. Nice guy. Took my evidence that I gave to him. I actually did an FOIA on the body cam footage as well as discovery. Well, I already had it with discovery, so I took I went ahead and gave him what I picked up with the FOIA. Also gave him a copy of the tickets. Also gave him what he asked for, which was the complaint online. He wanted me to fill it out online. I went ahead and did that when I got home. And then I went to sleep because it was my day started early yesterday when I was driving. That being said, today is court. And if y'all want to know why I'm pushing this so hard, let me tell you why. I am pushing this hard because I believe that there are people out here that don't know how the system works, and when you have 2 tickets like this, if you don't show up for court, you're automatically found guilty in your absence. Gulfport will not reschedule your court on an initial appearance. The only way that you can take care of the warrant that they will issue for you if you don't pay it and you don't show up for court is to go in on, I believe, Thursdays, maybe it's Wednesdays now, at 12 o'clock for open court. I know this working in bail bonds. There's quite a few people that I took them into open court and let them handle their business. That way I didn't have to put them back in jail. Or simply told them, hey, all you got to do, it's a misdemeanor charge, it's Gulfport Municipal Court, just go into open court and go handle it. And then you'll get me, I'll go ahead and I'll get the paperwork from the court and you'll be off bond. Done it many times. That being said, you still got to pay it as far as I can tell. So when you write somebody 2 tickets for the same charge, and let's say that they work a job to where they're unable to get off for court because some bosses are assholes, let's face it, and if you're making minimum wage, you might need that 8 hours to be able to put food on the table, or pay rent, or pay your light bill, or whatever. Some people are not as fortunate as I am. I make decent money. I don't make bad money. I don't make a lot of money, but I don't make bad money. There's not a lot of high-paying jobs here on the coast, but yet rent is sky high. I mean, for some reason, here in South Mississippi, they think it's South Florida for some reason. I would have never thought that I've seen some of the prices for housing that I'm seeing now. I remember, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, you could rent a house down here for $500, a good, 3-bedroom house for about $500-600 a month. Now you can't even get a shitty apartment for that. Just the way the world is right now. But unfortunately, the pay hasn't caught up with the rate of inflation. I'm not getting into politics, I'm just telling you the way it is down here. So, being that unless you have a skilled trade or unless you have a college degree, you're not really going to make that much. Some people need every available hour they can work, and they can't afford to take off of work. Now, initially, I went to pay this online. I was just going to let it go. I was just going to pay it online. Then I found out I had the 2 tickets. They wanted me to pay both of them. If you're doing that to me, you're doing that to somebody else. I'm not playing that game. So, this is why I'm fighting so hard. I'm going to go ahead and play the IA thing. And, like I said, I have court at 08:30 this morning. And I will give y'all an update when I get back from court and let y'all know what's going on. I'm fighting. And if the judge does not do the right thing today, it's going to be a bad deal for him, because I'm going to start filing my complaints with the state and everybody else, and I'll be showing up to some city council meetings in Gulfport as my job permits. I'm not playing. I was also thinking about something. If I really wanted to push this, double jeopardy, Fifth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution has a clause in there for double jeopardy. I am wondering if I really wanted to take it there, if I could get a 1983 claim on it to prevent this from happening, just to show how serious I am. I don't know if anybody's done that yet or not. But it would absolutely make sense that it would be a potential civil rights violation. Again, I'm not saying I'm going to take it there. I'm not saying I'm not. All depends on what happens with court. I may come out of there and, it goes so bad to where I come home and draft it up and get ready to go file it in downtown Gulfport. I'm not playing. Then again, the judge do the right thing and, they won't hear another word out of me about this. We'll see what happens. I'm going to edit. I will tell you that the video that you're about to see is going to be edited. I started recording after I walked in there. But I'm going to cut out where I was talking with the clerk because that was a very friendly conversation. And we were just BSing for a minute, so it really didn't have anything to do with this case. So I'm going to cut that part out, and I'm just going to start it when the IA detective walks up to me and give you just that. That way I don't waste too much of your time. Y'all have a good day. Just a quick side note, I did truncate some of the audio because there was a lot of dead air space, like when he was flipping through papers and when he was making copies. So this is actually truncated down. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Alright, here it is. Here's the audio. Yes, sir, I am. Hi. Thank you, ma'am. Oh. Good morning, sir. How you doing? All right, Anthony Allen.
Sergeant Caldwell, nice to meet you. What can we do?
Nice to meet you, Sarge. Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead and show you this. I have got 2 tickets for the same charge.
You have?
Yeah, I did. This was March 26th. I'm an over-the-road truck driver, so I haven't been back to do this. I was in town long enough to get this last time I was in town. I didn't really want to come in here. I was sick as a dog. I'm just being honest with you. I'm good now. This is like 2-3 weeks ago. Anyway, I have court tomorrow. But as you can tell, and you're welcome to look through this, just that page, that first page front to back should tell the story. Last I checked, which wasn't that long ago, Mississippi law says falsifying an affidavit is perjury. When I had my uniform and badge, I was told that falsifying an affidavit was an absolute big no-no. It was a 3rd-degree felony in Florida where I did corrections at.
Therefore, I feel that us that was in law enforcement should hold ourselves to a higher standard. I want to go ahead and sign charges on him.
On the officer?
Rest of that's every ticket that y'all have given me since I was 17. For some reason, they threw that in there.
These on here?
Yes, those should be among the last ones, I believe. If they're in chronological order, there's going to be the last two.
And when the officer stopped you, what was his
Tag light.
tag like?
I just need to see someone to file an accident report.
And have you gone to court for these?
To that.
I've been to the initial. I haven't been to trial. I have trial tomorrow.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm an over-road truck driver. I just got back into town this morning. So that's why I'm handling all my business.
Oh, Miss Johnson.
Oh, I apologize. Thank you.
I'm trying to see this name and number. We have so many new folks.
Lindsay is his name.
Okay.
Don't know his badge number, but
And have you filed a complaint through our citizen complaint form?
I have
Yeah,
not, but I can. If y'all got one, I'll sign it and fill it out.
Let me see if Rashada has.
Okay.
Hey, for the citizen complaint form, you don't need to come to you guys for anything, do you?
We have them, but it's all, I think it's
That's electronic. If you go to our website,
Okay.
the formal process for everything, you go to the citizen complaint form, you fill out your complaint, it'll have your basic information, and you'll type in a narrative, pretty much what you just told me, explaining
Right.
what happened and everything. Then it gets assigned to, well, the chief gets wind of them all, because the chief has to assign anything to internal affairs. We just can't go assign anything ourselves. It's all got to come from the chief. That's just standard policy.
I understand.
But once that complaint comes in, they all come to us anyway. So we'll look at it from there, and then we can go from there. But if you go to our website,
Okay.
it should be.
Do you want to, just to reference it, do you want to get a copy of that?
I can pretty much see, if you said it's Tanner Lindsay, then I see the dates for April 26th. So that way we are.
March.
March. Is it March? It says April.
Yeah. That's
It
court,
says
that,
March.
wait, is that well, it was March 26th.
No, see, but April 26th.
Oh, did he? Flip the other one, see what the other one says.
The other one says April because he scratched out May. And then, because that's the court date right there. You were hereby
It might have been April. You know what? It was April. It was April.
Oh, actually,
No.
Hold on.
No, it wasn't. It was March.
Yeah, it was. All right, I see it now. March. So he turned it in April.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it was March 26th. Yeah, because
At,
court was May 7th.
1:28 a.m.
That's about right.
Okay. Because you're gonna need to put this in when you do your complaint.
Mm-hmm.
The time, dates, all that stuff. So that's why you need it. But,
Fill it out like I would an incident report.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I got you.
And once you submit that, like I said, all citizen complaints go to my commander, my boss.
Can I upload this to you, or are you just gonna pull it, or whoever?
We can pull it.
Okay.
We can pull it. Or if you got time, I can just make a quick copy of it.
You're more than welcome to make a quick copy of it.
I'll just do that instead.
How long have you been with GPD?
10 years. October will be 11.
Yes, sir. You go right ahead.
By the way, here's a body cam footage of him writing them tickets.
Okay.
I don't need it because I've already got
You
a
already
copy,
downloaded
but
it? Okay.
I did a discovery and an FOIA, and that's the FOIA. You're more than welcome to keep that because, like I said, I've already got a copy.
Alrighty, thank you, sir. Hey, sorry it took me so long. I had to go
No, you're
Got a
fine.
stapler for you.
No, you're fine. You're
And
fine.
of course, this thing don't seem like it wants to work. There we go.
Look like y'all's equipment's about as bad as ours was.
Yeah, just about. There we go.
All right.
All right, but yes, sir. And like I said, just go onto the website.
Do you have a business card or something that way I could write down who I spoke to? Because I suck at names. I'm gonna be honest with you.
There you go.
All right.
And this main number at 228-214-4474.
Yes, sir.
That's our direct office number. So anybody on professional standards, I will be in there, including my commander. You can reach us all at that number.
Okay.
All right. But once you file that complaint, like I said, it comes to my commander. He lets the chief know, and then the chief will determine if he wants to assign it to us, or because each bureau has its own commander, and usually that commander will look into it also. So somebody's definitely going to look at it. But
Okay.
we have it, so that way I can brief my commander and let him know what all's going on.
I will type it up tonight.
All right. Yep. As soon as we see it, don't matter what time you type it up, we'll get an email about it. So.
That's fine.
All right. Anything else, sir?
No, sir. That'll work.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right, Sarge. You be safe.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You as well.
Again, thanks to Sergeant Tolbert for taking my report. Y'all, fight back. If you think that you've been wronged, or if you see a public official, public employee, I don't care if it's police officer, firefighter, mayor, city councilman, if they work, if they are in public, if they are in the public employee, they work for us. Hold them accountable. And that's what this is about, is accountability. Y'all have a good day. Update to come later today once I get out of court.